INA leader Subhash Chandra Bose wants to read out a message for you.
বন্ধুগণ, আর একটা কথা ভেবে আমার মনে আজ আনন্দ দেখা দিচ্ছে। বিজ্ঞান আমাদের কাজে সহায়তা এখান করেছে এবং আমি আশা করি যে ভবিষ্যতে আমরা আমাদের প্রচার কার্যে ফিল্ম এবং রেডিও সাহায্য আরো বেশি নেব। সর্বশেষে আমি আপনাদের কাছে আমার অন্তরে নিবেদন জানাতে চাই। সে নিবেদন হচ্ছে এই যে আমাদের জাতির ব্রত এখন উদযাপন হয়নি, আমরা এখনো পরাধীন। এ বিষয়ে কোনো সন্দেহ নেই যে স্বাধীনতার পথে আমরা অনেক দূরে গিয়েছি, কিন্তু তথাপি দুঃখের সঙ্গে এবং লজ্জার সঙ্গে স্বীকার করতেই হবে যে এখনো ভারতবর্ষে পূর্ণ স্বরাজ স্থাপিত হয় নাই। আগামী কয়েক মাস এবং কয়েক বছরের ঘটনার উপরেতে আমাদের জাতির ভবিষ্যৎ অনেকটা নির্ভর করবে। তাই আসুন আমরা বদ্ধপরিকর হয়ে কাজে লেগে যাই। আমাদের পরস্পরের মধ্যে সমস্ত বিবাদ বিসংবাদ আমরা পরিত্যাগ করি। আমরা সকলে এক প্রাণ হয়ে দেশের সেবায় আত্মনিয়োগ করি এবং স্বাধীনতা লাভের জন্য অগ্রণী হয়ে আমার সামনেই চলি। বন্ধুগণ, আমরা সকলে দাস হয়ে জন্মেছি। আসুন আমরা সংকল্প করি যে আমরা মরবার পূর্বে স্বাধীন হব। বন্দে মাতরম।
Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. He is the time the river flows in which all of them are swayed. He is the time that the big storm bends the strong mountain. Often the people of the world do rot in time, but some are like this, make history. This is an immense immortal story of the same heroic history man, which is written with the blood particles. Subhash Chandra Bose was born on 23rd January 1897 at 12:10 p.m. in Cuttack, Orissa Division, Bengal Province, to Prabhavati Datta Bose and Janaki Nath Bose, an advocate belonging to Bengali Kayastha family. He was the ninth in a family of 14 children. His family was well-to-do. He was admitted to the Protestant European School, presently Stewart High School in Cuttack, like his brothers and sisters, in January 1902. He continued his studies at this school, which was run by Baptist Mission up to 1909, and then shifted to Ravenshaw Collegiate School. After securing the second position in the matriculation examination in 1913, he was admitted to Presidency College, where he studied briefly. He was influenced by the teachings of Swami Vivekananda and Ramakrishna after reading their work at the age of 16. He felt that his religion was more important than his studies. In those days, British in Calcutta often made offensive remarks to the Bharatiyas in the public places and insulted them openly. This behavior of British, as well as the outbreak of the World War I, began to influence his thinking. His nationalistic temperament came to light when he was expelled from assaulting Professor Otten, who had manhandled some Bharatiya students for latter's anti-India comments. He was expelled although he appealed that he only witnessed the assault and did not actually participate in it. Netaji was elected president of Indian National Congress for consecutive terms, but he had to resign from the post following ideological conflicts with Mahatma Gandhi and after openly attacking the Congress' foreign and internal policy. Bose believed that Gandhi's tactics of non-violence would never be sufficient to secure Bharat's independence and advocated violent resistance. He established a separate political party, the All India Forward Bloc, and continued to call for the full and immediate independence of Bharat from the British rule. He was imprisoned by the British authorities 11 times. His stance did not change with the outbreak of the Second World War, which he saw as an opportunity to take advantage of the British weakness. At the outset of the war, he left Bharat, traveling to the Soviet Union, Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan, seeking an alliance with each of them to attack the British government in Bharat. With Imperial Japanese assistance, he reorganized and later led the Azad Hind Force or Indian National Army, formed with the Bharatiya prisoners of war and plantation workers from the British Malaya, Singapore and other parts of Southeast Asia against British forces. Subhash Chandra Bose believed that the Bhagavad Gita was a great source of inspiration for the struggle against the British. Swami Vivekananda's teachings on universalism, his nationalist thoughts, and his emphasis on social service and reform had all inspired Subhash Chandra Bose from his very young days. The fresh interpretation of the India's ancient scriptures had appealed immensely to him. Many scholars believe that the Hindu spirituality formed the essential part of his political and social thought through his adult life, although there was no sense of bigotry or orthodoxy in it. Subhas, who called himself as a socialist, believed that socialism in Bharat owed its origins to Swami Vivekananda. As historian Leonard Gordon explains, inner religious exploration continued to be part of his adult life. This sets him apart from the slowly growing number of the atheist socialists and communists who dotted the Bharatiya landscape. The people of Bharat wanted Bahubali, but Bhallal Dev became the king by conspiracy. The man who established Azad Hind Fauj to liberate our country, Netaji, told that the primary reason for coming to Cambridge is not studies but rather have his eyes open. In same letter, he feels sorry for the fact that there is no single book on history of Sanskrit literature, evolution of Bharatiya thought and culture, history of philosophy or evolution of Bharatiya race and customs. Netaji also said that Western scholars dare to say that the theory of reincarnation is a relic of barbarian mythology and questions as to how long Indians would tolerate this insult. In the eyes of the Westerners, we are merely flock of sheep. It would not suffice to reside only in the Vedas. We have to build dwelling house in the Bharatvarsha. British had propagating the notion that the British have gone to India to make Bharatiya civilized and raised funds for the same by showing pictures of Bhil and Kol communities. Netaji also said that in the future in the Bharatiya music will have great influence on the Western music. Rash Bihari Bose handed over INA to Subhash Chandra Bose. It was revived under the leadership of Subhash Chandra Bose after his arrival in Southeast Asia in 1943. The army was declared to be the army of Bose's Arzi Hukumat-e-Azad Hind, the provisional government of free India. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose named the brigades regiments of INA after Gandhi, Nehru, Maulana Azad and himself. There was also an all-woman regiment named after Rani of Jhansi, Lakshmibai. It was one of the very few all-female combat regiments of the Second World War on any side, led by Captain Lakshmi Swaminathan, better known as Lakshmi Sehgal. Subhash Chandra Bose was the ideal person to lead an army rebel into Bharat, came from the very beginning of F. Keekan's work with captured Bharatiya soldiers. Mohan Singh himself, soon after reading his first meeting with Fujiwara, had suggested that Bose was the right leader of the nationalist Bharatiya army. A number of officers in the troop, including some who now returned to the prisoner of war camps and some who had not volunteered in the first place, made it known that they would be willing to join INA only if it was led by Subhash Chandra Bose. His most famous quote was, "Give me blood and I'll give you freedom." Another famous quote was, "Dilli chalo, on to Delhi." This was the call he used to give the INA armies to motivate them. Jai Hind, or Glory to India, was another slogan used by him and later adopted by government of Bharat and the Indian armed forces. But unfortunately, due to the misery and misdeeds of some people, he was termed as war criminal. Netaji told, "I believe the great need of the hour is the tide of nationalism sweeping over us. Vivekananda has bequeathed us with several ideas. Let it is now try to give the shape to these. मैं तुमको आजादी दूंगा लेकिन उसका मोल भी लूंगा. खून के बदले आजादी दूंगा. बोलो सब तैयार हो क्या? गरजा सुभाष बरसा सुभाष. वो था सुभाष अपना सुभाष. नेता सुभाष बाबू सुभाष. तेरा सुभाष मेरा सुभाष. अपना सुभाष अपना सुभाष."